Hello, everyone. I welcome you to another podcast session on understanding decision making at a deeper level. My intention here is to help you understand that there is more to decision making than mere choosing between the options. And in our session today, I would like to share with you a story from my own life, which has been a result of a wrong decision, the consequences I faced, and the many things that I understood while I took this wrong decision. What I'm about to share may help you understand decision making at a deeper level. You may also understand that typically in a given scenario, how and what really makes us make that wrong choice, and then what can be done or not really be done in order to find a way out of it. So the story goes like this. Many years ago, almost close to around 8 to 9 years, my father was very unwell, and that was the time I would wheel him into the hospital and out of it. And all my focus and energies were more in concern toward my father's deteriorating health than on any other thing. And on account of that, there were several other things that needed my attention, but since I was in a very different state, not really able to give my focus and energy here, I ended up taking or making some real wrong decisions. And one of it was we also had simultaneously at that same time when my father was unwell an issue with water supply at our home. And having found no proper solution to it, I agreed to a suggestion given to us by our neighbor, which was just a temporary makeshift arrangement. So, this particular decision of me saying a yes to that makeshift arrangement was a decision which I made without considering any of the four elements that I spoke to you about in our previous podcast session on the same topic, which were information, emotions, perspective, and overconfidence. So I did not gather any information weighing the pros and cons of agreeing to this makeshift arrangement. My emotions were more focused on my father's deteriorating health, and I was in no way interested in any other, even though this was very important. But all I was interested in is to find a way out. So I gave in. I lacked perspective here. More so, I was overconfident that in the future, maybe I may not ever have to face any other issue just because I'm agreeing to this makeshift arrangement of water supply. Now, several years down the line, it has been 2.5 years when my father passed away. And now, not just the time that he passed away, but even while he was alive, there came many situations wherein we did face the same issue of lack of water supply, regardless of that makeshift arrangement we had. Even today, I've been into the same mess, which has now grown more complicated and need to involve the higher authorities from the water department to find a way out of it. So far, there has been no solution to it, but this particular wrong decision that I took many years ago, today I am facing the consequence and result of it, and it's a shining example of making a decision lacking in evaluating any of the key elements of decision making. And I share this example with you all so that you don't commit this mistake. Instead, think of these four elements as your filter if you find yourself going through a difficult time while you are not able to arrive at a decision. Make sure you don't let your emotions rule you. Make sure you have a perspective. Make sure you're not really overconfident in predicting that nothing is going to go wrong because you don't control the outcomes. And also make sure that you have sufficient information, both the pros and cons, before you say a yes to that decision. Well, friends, I hope with this small mini story, you found some insights that could help you evaluate any of your wrong decisions or perhaps stop you from making one. More so in our next session. Thank you for your time, and I'll talk to you soon.